What's up? What's up? It's your boy RVA from VA, Richmond to be exact. And I need you guys to do a couple favors for me. Hit that like button, subscribe, and definitely comment. Love to hear from you guys. It's a show for the fans, by the fans. Peace. What up? What up? It's your boy RVA from VA. What's going on, Commander Nation? It's official. We've started Commander's training camp today. Let's give a little clap for that. So I'm introducing a series, and I'm going to call this series Burgundy&Gold Nuggets, as I'll be dropping some nuggets from the days at training camp and what goes on with the players, and some of them talk to the media and things of that nature. So we'll be going over a little bit of that, and also I'll gather my thoughts at the end and give my take on the whole day or whatever I have to add to that. So with that being said, let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. So first, I'd like to say Ron Rivera talked to the media after the practice, and he did state that he expected a better practice from the guys on the team today. It was a bit of a sloppy practice, I think he said, or it was reported. And you would like to see guys start off a little hotter, but guys are coming off of pretty much their last little vacation or break, as you would like to call it, before they really get entrenched in the season and being all locked in. I want to bring up something like, you ever watched a video or documentary, sports documentary, and the players seem to talk about how when they win a championship that year, everything just feels different. The practices, you just get a sense from the guys being hungry. You could just sense it around the building. So that's what we want to see here in Washington. These guys, competing at a high level, but of course being safe and cautious as well. But guys just competing and making each other, better. That's ultimately what it's about. At the end of the day, it's not going to be perfect by any means. It's practice. That's what practice is for. And hopefully, all the mistakes and things like that, they can patch those things up, and it translates to the field when the guys get on it. So, like I said, first day was reported a little sloppy, but nothing too major. Hopefully, as we get more entrenched into the training camp, things clean up. But he did say that guys seem to still be locked in as far as the the mechanics and the actual terminology and things like that. So you like to hear that. Another key point that I like to bring up, Carson Wentz spoke with the media after today's practice, which it was reported it was a short practice. And what I like what he said, man, he said his favorite part of the game was the X's and O's. And that's huge, knowing that we have a quarterback under center with the physical abilities, but also knowing that he takes pride in the X's and O's part of the game, because we know all these talented quarterbacks that's been drafted over the years, the buzz, and you hear these horror stories of guys having all the talent, but they weren't students of the game, had trouble with retaining information. And being that this is his third team, and Scott Turner's offense is totally different than what he's used to running with Philly and the Colts. Their offense was pretty much similar, and he kind of knew it because of the his offensive coordinator was his head coach at the Colts. So it was kind of tailor made for him. But he's coming here under Scott Turner's new offense. But he seems to be grasping it really well, and I think he takes pride in knowing the ins and out So leading off of that, it was reported that, Terry talked about how Carson Wentz in the huddle, he commands that huddle. He's very clear with what he wants. He communicates very well in the huddle. He's a big guy, and he has that swag to him. He comes in, he makes it clear. So that's good to know that the communication seems to be on par. And them guys, they got together in California. Terry wasn't at OTAs or minicamp due to the contract situation, but at the same time, the chemistry seems to be bubbling, and it seems that they will, be having a pretty good relationship moving forward. So that's definitely good to hear that as well. So Antonio Gibson, he was on the side field today. It was more precaution, reportedly, due to the hamstring injury that he did have in minicamp / OTAs. Nothing big. I'm not panicking about it. The staff just wants to be, cautious with these guys, and I like that. There's no reason to, further, an injury or put a guy in a situation that's going to cause them to miss more time than we need. Antonio Gibson, I know some people are a little sour on him, but he's a big part of this offense, and for order for us to be successful, I really believe that he will be a big part this season for this team. So Antonio Gibson was on the side field, and that brought up the conversation of Brian Robinson, which Ron Rivera talked about briefly, and he talked about his ability to run it inside and as well run it outside. That is going to be huge for us. I've talked about missing Peyton Barber and what he did for us in the red zone and as well on third and shorts. We know last season we couldn't seem to catch a rhythm when it came to converting third and shorts. It was just bad. So having Brian Robinson, a guy that's known for staying healthy and can take some punishment, he's kind of a glutton for pain. He takes on defenders, tacklers, he sheds them. So it's good knowing that we have that guy now. Hopefully that translates to the field at the NFL level, and we can really have a pretty solid backfield. Now, another thing that was noted about Carson Wentz was he generates a lot of power in his throws. I know the media has talked about, how good this guy looks, but, it's really exciting here in Washington, man. Like, we haven't had somebody with this capability in a long time. So to know that, Carson Wentz, can make all the throws, that's exciting. Taylor Heineke, he gave it his best shot. He's, I call him, he's a playmaker. He's a gamer. The guy will give you everything he has, but, some things just can't be fixed. And, one of his downfalls was, unfortunately, his arm power. So Carson Wentz has that. Generates a lot of power, reportedly, in training camp. So it's good to know that as well. Also, it was reported that Bobby McCain struggled a little bit. Now, I don't want to put too much emphasis on this because, like I said, it is practice. And the thing about practice is this is where you want to make the mistakes. As long as these mistakes are corrected, we're in good hands. So it was reported that Chris Harris, DB coach, spoke with Bobby McCain, made it clear what he's looking for, and then Bobby McCain later on in practice corrected that issue and proceeded to make a play. Didn't get an interception or nothing like that, but he did force Carson Wentz to have to look for either a check down or a different pass. So you like to see that. Chris Harris praised him for that. So like I said, this is what practice is for. This is what training camp's for. Don't want to put too much on that. Just thought I would let you guys know that was reported as well. Now, the Buffalo nickel position, it's been reported that Cam Curl was mostly in the box. Also, they had Percy Butler, the rookie, down there as well in certain looks. And also Benjamin St. Juste. He played that third corner slot as well. What I like about Benjamin St-Juste that was reported was he got different looks, meaning he matched up with receivers and he also matched up with tight ends. So he's getting work down there, matching up, getting different looks. So it seems that Benjamin St-Juste, as of right now, is looking to hold his own in that spot. The guy's a smart player, very patient, and he seems to, be adjusting to playing inside pretty well. Like I told you guys, I like him outside, but if he can play inside and we got, the ability to have our 3 best corners on the field, I'm all for it. So, as well, we already know this. We've seen the videos. Everybody's already said it. Even the pre-draft, a lot of people were reporting that Jahan Dotson had the best hands in the draft. Reporters were saying today, first day of training camp, Jahan Dotson's just a very smooth catcher. I mean, it's quiet when he catches the ball. He just has huge hands. He catches away from his body. This guy could be an absolute stud, and he could be an absolute steal. I think, the league should be on notice. Like I said, I'm very high on Jahan Dotson. It's stated that he's pretty much already a professional. But, of course, he hasn't played in the NFL game yet, so we can't just crown him just yet. But it's good to know that he is performing at the level he is. He seems to be grasping everything and coming into the NFL already with some confidence and some swagger. So that's good to know as well. So now I want to give you guys just a little bit of RVA's thoughts, just some, stuff that, happened today. And also I want to bring up a point. Chris Harris, man, I really love Chris Harris. I mean, the players seem to take well to Chris Harris. We've seen the videos, him mic'd up. He gets those guys going. He get them hype. The players on this defense, he seems a little more relatable to them. And I actually, I wouldn't be mad if he got a shot to be the defensive coordinator if things go awry this year and we need to move on from Jack Del Rio. Hopefully Ron Rivera can, evaluate the situation, and I'm not hoping this happens by any means, but I'm just saying I don't want to let this guy out of the building. We're known for letting great coaches walk out of the building when they're here in Washington. If this guy has this type of relationship with the players and he can get the effort out of these players, we need that's something that we definitely might have to revisit later on this year or in off season. Also, so the players are wearing these Guardian caps on their helmets. I've seen them before, more in the rec leagues and things of that nature. Some of the college teams as well. This seems to be a new trend, man. And don't be surprised if you see these Guardian caps. If the science shows that these caps are actually making a big difference with head injuries, as we know has always been a big issue in the NFL, this could become a mainstay. And, they are ugly. I'm not going to lie to you. But don't be surprised if in a couple years or so we see these things in the regular season. It would not surprise me. So wanted to bring that up as well. The Commanders will be wearing these caps. So we'll see how this experiment goes with the league. So that could happen. So that's another thing we might have to revisit later on. Also, one of RBA's thoughts. This is just a weird moment. I'm talking to the fans, man. Listen to this. So I seen a video. I'm getting off work. I see a video. Carson Wentz signing some kids' jerseys. I'm like, oh, okay, let me click on this video. I click on the video. It's Carson Wentz signing some kid's jersey. Now, there's an adult standing next to him. And the adult had a football, autographed football. Carson Wentz grabs the ball. He's nice enough to sign it for the guy. The guy asks Carson Wentz while he's signing the ball, "Can I have your wedding band?" Huh? Then proceeds to say that Carson says to him, "No, it's mine." The guy proceeds to say, "Well, it's a rubber band. You can get another one." Dude, It is a grown man's wedding band, regardless if it's rubber, plastic, recycle. You don't ask another grown man for his wedding band. That's just weird. I had to bring that up. Like I said, just one of RVA's thoughts. So that's pretty much gonna do it for me. I want to mention this to you guys. I will be going to Florida for the weekend, so some of my videos may be on my mobile device, but I'm going to try to make sure that I can find time to upload. I'm going down there for a wedding. Super excited. Hopefully I can do some fishing as well. So with that being said, it's your boy RVA from VA. Peace.